Hello, my darlings. How are you all? Thank you. I can see Mary's here. Hello, Marguerite. Yogi. Hi, Yogi. Kitty. Hello, my darling. Ian. Hello from Scotland. Hello. Hello. How are you all? Thank you for joining me here this evening. Is everybody well? Oh, hello there. I was going to rescue all dogs. Hello. You'll need to, darling, if you can repeat your question later that you wanted to ask in the comments, I can make sure that I answer it for you. Hello, North Star. Good evening. Hello, Linda. Now, I will repeat this, but if anybody didn't get their question asked last week, do let me know, my darlings, and I will do my very best to make sure that I can answer them today. If not, I can always answer them to you by email. Hello, Natalie. That's a pleasure, my darling. That's a pleasure, Rescue All Dogs. Hello there, my darling. Hello, Carla. Right, so everybody, I'm going to give it just a couple more minutes for people to join, and it's a pleasure. I love doing this. I hope my screen looks quite blurry. Can you all see me properly? I don't really want to touch my computer, but I'm hoping that you can see me clearly, and it's just my end. It looks a little bit cloudy. Is everything okay? Looking fine? So Mary, I'm going to pull a general reading quickly. Oh, brilliant, Natalie. Thank you. Thank you. Mary, I'm going to do a general reading quickly, and then I will, if you pop a question in, just remind me as we go through towards question time, then I'll answer a question for you. Thank you, Linda. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. How do I say that? Is it Storm Suak 10? Is that Paula, did you say? Oh, there's a card that's come out. Oh, hello. Look what's popped out for us all. The doorway to spirit. So they're here, everybody. Do you see all the little orbs? Isn't that wonderful? That's just popped out for us just now. And I've just got goosebumps, which I always get down my right-hand side, which is just fantastic. Okay, I think we're going to start. Oh, Carla. Hello, Carla. Thank you. Okay, my darlings, let's start. I'm going to, first of all, pull my energy oracle deck for you. And then I think I'm going to use the psychic tarot, which I've been using today for some readings I've been doing. And what else am I going to be pulling? What's the other one? The Angel Wisdom Tarot. I've got all my decks here, so we'll just see what resonates. And I might change some of the decks for some of the questions. So, hello, Woke Words Tarot. Hi. Oh, thank you, Mary. That's so kind. All right, so let me move on. Thank you, Spirit. Doorway to Spirit is open. They've just given us this card. Thank you, Spirit, for reading for the energies that are here with me now, and for those that you intend to see this reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's come out for you? Well, the first thing I see, which is another beautiful card, is community. This is, for me, this Veritas family community, which has been just extraordinary. And it's not just the love and support that you have given me, which is just, I'm so deeply grateful for. It's all the love and support that you've been giving each other as well. I read through all of the comments from last Sunday and I was blown away. And the support you were giving each other was just fantastic. So thank you so, so much for being part of this amazing, amazing family. So soul family community. It's providing I believe, a kind of pillar of strength. I'm getting those words they're giving me. And it's also, this group that we have is also providing a feeling of connection and a feeling of a connection to spirit as well, a commitment to spirit as well, a commitment to always releasing and looking forward, which is just wonderful. And this is time now, Spirit said. It's time to make such connections for all of us. And do you know what's so beautiful is when you put in one area, you join together a group of very like-minded people and energies, and those that are on that same sort of energetic bandwidth, what happens is something slightly miraculous, because that the energetic combination, the power of that accelerates that extraordinary high vibration. So whatever myself, yourselves are looking to manifest because of this like-minded group with such beautiful energy. It's accelerating it. So, and you know that in various places in the world, when they do group big mass meditations, I understand, and I might have the numbers slightly wrong, but the crime levels go down by about 10-20% in that area. So it just shows how powerful vibrations can be. So this is a celebration of, you know, this Veritas family that's been brought together, and I am so grateful for you all. So let's now move forward again. So I picked that card up. Hello, Karen. Hello from New Zealand. What time is it there, Karen? Karen. What time is it in New Zealand? You must have joined very early. Thank you, Spirit. So action. 10 a.m. Okay, that's fantastic. So here we are, guys. We've got the action card. This is one of my favorite cards from this Energy Oracle deck. It's the two horses here. So first of all, this is the two horses here. Now, the white horse, my darling, represents your intuition, your soul guiding you. And the advice here from Spirit is always let your intuition lead you. Always let it lead you. Always follow that creative expression. Always follow that desire. Always follow that which makes you joyful, happy. However afraid it may make you feel, follow it. And then the black horse behind it is the sort of logical steps. Do you see its work? It's not running as fast. So the white horse is steaming ahead, and this is your soul yearning down that path to move forward, but at the right universal pace. And the black horse just comes in behind just to make sure that you're logically putting together the building blocks in order for this to happen. And this is the sort of energized effort and this willingness for you to also do the inner work within you, which is so amazing, because otherwise we just stay stuck in almost super glue, or what's the mud where you sink into it. So this is your willingness to do this inner work, this willingness to move forward. So go forward with a concerted action towards your goals, but with joy and desire, and then with those efforts, with making those right steps, then what you're doing is you're then able to follow behind with the practical solutions that you need to do this outer work. And please trust where your instincts are taking you at this time. Do follow those. You know, you've heard me talk before about your creative expression. That's so important. Hi from the Caribbean. Hello, Texas. Okay, so let's see what else has come out for you. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to pull one more card from this deck. So many of you have gone through something that has been very hard for you. And it's something that has caused a great deal of pain, loss. It says here a broken heart, but it's been a very traumatic experience. And trauma can come in many, many different forms. And whatever it is, I know that energies have been a little bit funny recently, and I don't know if any of you have been feeling that slight sort of shift in energy and things surfacing up. But there's always a time and a place that the universe gives us for rest and rejuvenation, and then that little bit of inner work, that little bit of concerted effort. And, you know, the extraordinary thing about enlightenment is that we feel sometimes that it is a path where we're going onwards and upwards, and we're gathering all of this wonderful information and we're resonating with it, and that's fantastic. But actually it's going onwards and upwards, but we're not necessarily gathering. We're letting go of things, we're releasing things, and it's the acceptance of who we are right now, not who we think we should be. The acceptance of who we are right now with no regrets, my darling. And during this space where there is deep hurt still buried, and for the most part we don't necessarily know there's deep hurt buried, it's just there attached to us like debris in a storm that's been left from a storm. The universe kind of brings it up to the surface. So sometimes maybe different energies and different energetic movements that happen with the planet bring it up for us at the right time in order for us to release it, because it's time. So don't worry if you feel like you've been going backwards and forwards in terms of your emotional growth, or you suddenly have a very bad day, you're feeling you're having a bad day, it's simply because something has come up that needs to be released. So do try and look at it that way. You're not failing at this. You're not stepping backwards. It's just the right moment at the right time of your path in order to do this. And you will find that when you're in that space, the right person might contact you, the right person might call. And then between that conversation you may have, they may be God's messenger who's called you at that time to help you through whatever it is that sort of unsettled you. So I hope that's helped some people at this time. Mary, yes, that's happened to you. Oh, thank you, Natalie. That's so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so let's move forward with, what am I going to use now? I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot, which I haven't used in a little while. Oh, Rachel, I'm sorry, darling. It will change with your willingness. It really will. And you know, when we're in that space, don't run from your feelings. Don't pretend as you're not pretending, which is so amazing, that you're not hurt. You can't box up these feelings, because if you box them up and you don't process them, then they sit within you as dis-ease, and that can manifest itself in all sorts of physical problems as well, because it sort of turns into disease. Remember, we're energy, and so a negative feelings is negative energy within you. So do allow things as they come up to the surface to try and release them and let them go. One of the most extraordinary things to help release and let things go, things that we may not know that's inside of us, but we know there's something stagnant about something we can't quite put our finger on, is to do unconscious letter writing, because it is an extraordinary way of allowing our soul, our higher self, to step forward. And the only way that can happen is if our mind shuts up for a little bit. So you can't type. You just can't type. It doesn't work with typing. You have to get a good old-fashioned pen and a piece of paper, probably more than one sheet of paper, and you start to write. And you don't think about what you're going to write. You don't pause your pen. You just keep writing until you feel that you want to stop. And as you're writing, it doesn't matter if the words are illegible, or you're just doing a straight line because your mind or the words are coming out so fast. You just keep writing. Now, you could be writing to God. You could be writing to a person. You could be writing to somebody who's not with us anymore. It doesn't matter. That person is not going to see that letter, because you're not going to send it. And you yourself are not going to read it, because if you read it, you receive that energy back in. You let it out, you release it. And it's extraordinary what happens, because all sorts of things come out. And although you think you might be writing to one person, all sorts of other stuff might come out as well. And that is that deep level healing. That's the deep level doing. And then you burn it, release it to God and say, thank you. I hand this over to you. Thank you. So I hope that has helped. And look, as I'm saying that, I'm getting this, the detached card is on the bottom of the deck here. So this is the Justice card. This is about finding your inner truth. So Spirit's just confirming that for me. This is this releasing it with love. Do you see? It's like this letter. She's releasing it with love and peace. And there's the number 11, you're on your right path. So that is a message for some of you at the moment in this room. So let's move ahead with this reading about action and broken heart. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. What wants to come out for you? So you've got teach, which is the Hierophant. You've got 2 5s here. Feeling alone, which is 5, and dedicated effort. I'm going to show all 3 of them to you so you can see. So you've got, there we are, teach, which is the Hierophant. Then you've got feeling alone, and then you've got dedicated effort. So what this is saying for me, my darling, with the 2 5s, is there is a huge amount of change happening for you right now. And you've heard me talk about change before. When we relax in the moment and allow things to be as they are, and we stop putting up resistance and stop fighting against this change that is coming into our life, but rather embrace it for what it is, a gift of divinity, God. It's our souls creating and causing circumstances and incidences for us sometimes solo, sometimes with other souls, generally with other souls, in order for us to go from one place, one energetic place, realm, to another, also maybe physically as well. So this change is teaching you. This is the feeling alone. You see, it's only in the space when we are solo, when we are in solitude, that we actually, it's actually a huge opportunity, because when we are needing to do some deep level doing, some deep level healing, sometimes if we're around people too much, then that energy can affect us. We don't necessarily see things how we're meant to see them through our lens of life. We tend to pick up on other people's perceptions and thoughts. And if it's not coming as a message from God, a message from spirit, it can actually confuse us. So have you noticed that when we're going through big changes in our life, we tend to be in solitude? People tend to fall away. And it's because we're meant to hang out with our higher self, and time alone is time spent with God. It's a time to come home to ourselves. And being busy the whole time and blocking things is a trauma-based response to not wanting to even prod or look at those feelings. So it's very important that if you're going through a period of solitude at the moment, it's helping to complete this cycle that you've been through. It's helping you literally to find your way home to yourself. And teach, which is the Hierophant card here. Again, this is 5, this is change. We are all our own gurus, okay? So there may be somebody around you who's helping you, who's teaching you at this time, somebody who's been through experiences and is able to talk to you from their own experiences. But you are your own guru. And you, with this card, it's saying, trust what you are receiving. Please do not doubt the thoughts, those highest, clearest thoughts, those highest words, sorry, the other way around, those highest thoughts, those clearest words that come to you or through you. They are God speaking through you. They are your soul speaking through you. They are your intuition. It is divine source energy. And trust it. Trust it all the time, because once you start trusting it and you start respecting it, you're allowing it. You're not blocking it. And then when you start trusting and respecting it, then the magic can really, really happen, because then you start to see, as you release and let go and you sit in that space, that you're attracting things towards you and that you're feeling at peace and you're not feeling so much fear and anxiety because you have an awareness. I'm going to talk at this moment as well about, being your own guru is, and you may have heard me say this week, and I can't remember if I said it last week, but we are not our thoughts and we are not our feelings. We are always observing those thoughts and feelings. And you know that and you feel that. So when you think, I'm feeling this way or I'm thinking this, you're observing that you're doing that. So who is observing? It's your higher self. It's the silence that's observing it. It's that space that's observing it. It's the unwatched watcher. It's the unobserved observer. So if you can sit in that silence and observe, if you can actually, it's like getting out of your mind to observe, then you're going to respond to things rather than react, because you're going to respond from an observation that you've made and therefore an understanding that you've made. So you're not reacting from an ego-based response, pain response. You're responding from a place of understanding of yourself and understanding for another as well. So that is the Hierophant card. It's very important at this time. And it's going to take some dedicated effort here, because when we are very programmed to think and do things a certain way, and it might just be with certain people, and when we're very programmed to do that, and I have that one person in my life where I'm so programmed to react in a certain way that I find myself stepping away from what I feel is in my bones with who I am and my spirituality. It's how I see life. But this one person triggers me. And so she is my greatest teacher. And this is what this dedicated effort is. It doesn't happen overnight, but it's a little bit like practicing with things. The more you do it, the more it becomes natural. And then that enlightenment, that the spiritual part of yourself, that all peaceful, beautiful part of yourself becomes always who you are. It's there the moment you wake up in the morning till the moment you go at night. You see through those eyes, you hear through those eyes, you speak all the time with those words. And that is what the dedicated effort means there as well. But also, very important, you're not meant to read realms of books and watch tons of things and speak to tons of people. There is no timeline on this. There is no kind of, you have to tick this box and tick this box in order to go to the next step. It doesn't work like that. However you want to do this, if you literally want to be your own guru the whole time and receive and live your life that way, that is beautiful. If you want to read lots of books, that is also fantastic. There is no right or wrong way. You do it as you wish to do it. You do it whenever you're in that creative expression and you wish to do it. Hang on a second. I just want to turn on my fan because for some reason, although we're in November, it's really hot here. There we go. So that's the dedicated effort at this time. So I'm just going to pull. What am I going to pull? Shall I pull my little sun and moon tarot because they're sitting here looking at me? Let's see what's coming out. And, you know, this creative expression, I'm just going to go back to this card here. Do you see he's in his creative space there? So focus on that, my darling. Focus on that. And the other thing, when you're in this space of these fives, these changes, and you know what you wish to bring into your life, you know what you wish to bring in, relax and let it in. Don't talk to anybody about what you don't want to happen. If you can, stop watching the news. Don't have negative conversations with people. Your most important thing right now is to protect, cherish, and guard your energy. And it's about focusing on raising your vibration higher. And, you know, make that decision in the morning that you're going to have a great day. You're going to have a beautiful day. Get out of bed saying, I'm going to have an amazing day. Thank you, Spirit, for this. Thank you. So you've got the 10 of Swords that's come out. So as I said, you were right at the end of this. Do you remember I said you're completing the cycle there? Do you see the full moon there? And that's bringing up a lot of energies that we've talked about. So this 10 of Swords, it's time now, my darling. It's time to start to see that where you are is the most extraordinary place, because whatever you have gone through, it's allowing you to sit here now and listen, because all of you sitting here tonight are wanting to remember things, because whatever messages I'm giving from Spirit are, if they're resonating with you, it's because it's triggered within you the ability to hear what you already know. And so you're already so close, and many of you have already come to such a space of understanding. But with this 10 of Swords, you're not, and this is something I also tell myself, you are not the story that you've told yourself you are for so long. And if you are telling yourself you're that story, you're pinning yourself in a place at the moment. All you need from this bunch of swords is that one ace of swords, that one sword of truth and clarity. And that's from becoming your own guru. That's from really beginning to trust and listen. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you want to say? And that, look at this, look what's on the bottom now that's come out, is leading to this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Wands. That's your creative expression here. Your Ace of Wands here. This is your gift from God. And it brings such self-love, understanding, compassion. It fills you, where before, when we go looking for love and we find it and then it seems to slip away from us, or it's never enough, it's because it kind of just goes through us. We're buckets with empty holes. And when we don't love ourselves, nothing that anybody else does is enough. So this creative expression, whatever it is you're looking to do for the good of yourself, for your evolution of your soul, for the good of the community, whatever it is you're looking to do, my darling, it's going to create such a feeling of abundance within you, such a feeling of joy within you, and such a feeling of being able to give all the time to others, not because you want them to feel a certain way about you, but because you wish to give, because you have so much love within you. And that is all tied in with your creative expression. And you have truly got to know yourself so well because of the trauma, the heartache that you have gone through, that experience has allowed you to completely connect with yourself. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to pull one more card for you from the Light Seers, just on that Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. And then I think if everybody's happy, I might move straight on to questions and answers. Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. So, Nine of Swords has popped out. Your mind is never, ever going to make sense of this. It can't make sense of this. It's your soul with the infinite ancient wisdom, divine wisdom, that will make sense of this. So if you are able to just spend 10, 15 minutes a day sitting in that stillness, sitting in that space of observation, if you were just to look at each day and say, what have I learned from today? Thank you for me receiving the guidance at this time that I need. Thank you. So that's the Nine of Swords. And for a lot of you, I'm getting, make yourself comfortable. Don't feel with meditation that you have to kind of sit in a yoga position or sit on a specific stool. You don't, my darling. You can sit in bed. You can lie in bed. You can sit on any chair. Your meditation could be walking. It could be gardening. But whatever it is, give yourself the time at this time to do this. Right, let's see what else comes out for you. And Four of Swords. This is a healing time for many of you, and for many it's childhood wounds. It's that inner child healing that is the root cause of so many of our reactions in life. And I've said this before, we for the most part think we're dealing with things from a very sensible adult head. And people may say to us, my goodness, you're so sensible, you come out with the right words. But actually, for the most part, when we get triggered, we go straight back to being a child. And so that is one of the things to observe whilst you're in this space about what triggers you, what and where does that trigger, what is that feeling that comes up. It goes back to something a long time ago. And if you can talk to that inner child, and if there is an experience or experiences in your life where you felt that you didn't receive what you needed, go and talk to your inner child and tell her or him what they needed to hear at the time, because they are triggered each and every time, and that's when we react. And if you observe it and you understand it, then you'll respond and not react going forward. So one more card, please. Thank you, Spirit. One more card, please, about this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Don't be overwhelmed by any decision that you are looking to make at this time. Make your choices out of your hopes, your dreams, what makes you excited, what makes you happy. Don't make your choices from a fear space, because that's only going to lead, that's when that negative energy attaches to that decision and it brings back more. Don't be overwhelmed by anything. Don't try and give too much importance to where you are right now as well, because where you are is exactly where you're meant to be, but everything is fleeting and it all is exactly as it should be. You're not meant to be anybody else other than who you are right now. You're not meant to be anywhere else other than where you are right now. You are exactly where you're meant to be, and you're perfect. And this is God's plan for you. This is Spirit's plan for you. So who are we to argue with God? Just accept it. And in accepting it, releasing almost your responsibility for yourself to be better, to be stronger, to be whatever. Just accepting who you are and showing yourself self-love and appreciation for everything that you've overcome and how far you've come. Stand in front of the mirror and say, well done, and say your name afterwards. It may sound a bit weird, but do it. Show yourself some self-appreciation and some self-love at this time. And you've got the Queen of Cups, which is exactly as I've just talked about, sitting in that space, feeling your feelings, not running from them, which is what you're doing, and sitting in a place of observing with love and understanding and compassion, and not just observing, but also in a receiving space as well, my darling. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. This is a card of letting go, that dreaded letting go. Let go and let God. there will be a moment, if you haven't let go, where you will let go, and it'll bring such a profound sense of relief that you don't need to do anything about this. You don't have to control this anymore out of fear. You're just going to let it go, because if it's intended for you, it will come to you. Anything that's intended for you will come to you. Anything that's intended to stay will stay. But by trying to control it, all you're doing is causing yourself so much unhappiness and pain. So let go and let God, and let the universe take care of this for you. A very wise friend said, lovely analogy for this about letting go, is that and you may have seen it in the comments in one of the videos, is the universe is like a mother cooking in the kitchen, and she's preparing supper for her child, and her child is hungry, and so decides to go into the kitchen to ask her mummy if she can help or he can help in order to make supper come just a little bit faster. And the mummy smiles and says yes, of course, because she loves the child. And so she allows the child to help cook supper, and the child's a little bit clumsy and doesn't get things quite right, so it sort of slows down the process. But the universe doesn't mind, because she loves her child. But if the child had stayed out of the kitchen, then the mother would have prepared the meal earlier and brought it earlier. So the universe loves us, and our guides and our soul will never get in the way of what we want to do, that free will. But where you're feeling the urge to hold on to something and to control something, and the anxiety you feel because of that, imagine the relief that you feel with letting go and letting God, with the utter trust. Not just trust, the utter knowing, when your belief is knowing that, you know what, there's nothing you need to do, because it's already happened. As above, down below. But there is a certain beauty of universe divine timing. And you just have to give it a chance sometimes to actually show it. And it will always show it to you with a sense of humor, because the universe has an amazing sense of humor. So do let it go. And then you've got the Tower card, which is something's coming in fast. And I like this Tower card. And in fact, there are no good or bad cards in the tarot. They're all just explaining a situation or a sequence of events. But this Tower card for me is something that's very natural, because it's there, it's the wood, and it's the lightning here. And something is happening sooner rather than later. And you may have done something within your life as well, which is to bring an end to something, to stop something, because you decided you wanted something new to come in. And look, there it is. With this Tower, if this has already happened, then you've already got this Seven of Pentacles coming out, the new seeds of growth. This is, you're starting to see, or you will begin to see, what you've been manifesting. It's starting to come into your life, my darling, because you're going through the allowance of healing. You're allowing yourself to come out of cycles of behavior and start to observe and address things, and just come into a higher vibration. And it's an extraordinary place to be. And what's happening is all these wonderful little seeds of manifestations that you've dropped, they're starting to come, they're starting to appear. Look at them, each and every one of them, touch them, feel them, be grateful for each and every smallest thing, because gratitude is an extraordinary energy, and it just says to the universe, thank you, I'll have more of that. So I really love that that's come out for you. And here you are. And there's the Star card. So this comes after the Three of Swords there, that broken heart. This is this connection to source energy when you're in that space. This is this deep level doing that you are doing at this time. And the Star card is such an important card, because it is only by sitting within our emotions, it's only by not boxing them away, but actually observing them, that very uncomfortable thing about facing things and facing our fears and taking responsibility for ourselves, because we're the only person responsible for our own happiness. We should never put it on another. And because of that, you're coming into this wonderful Queen of Swords energy. You're looking forward. You're at peace. You have there that sword of truth and clarity. You speak your truth, but you do it in a very gentle way. There is no I'm getting the word cutthroat, which is ghastly, but there's no sort of hard edge to what you're saying. You speak gently, and you encourage others to do the same around you, and you don't put up with any energy that makes you feel not in the best place. So this is where you're, as self-love, you're protecting your space, you're cherishing it as well. So my darlings, I hope that has helped those that have resonated with this evening. So where should we start with the questions? If I don't see a question, keep posting it like last week. Spirit will show me the questions I meant to ask in the right time. I'm just putting these all back in the right deck to make sure that they're all good. Check the backs. That's that one, that's that one, that's that one. So, but just keep posting them. Ivy, I am going to start with you. Do we just ask a question as a message? Ivy, just pop up anything out. You can ask a general one, just what does Spirit have to say for me, or you can ask a specific question. Emma, any advice from Spirit for me as to what I'm struggling with, feeling confused and frustrated on many aspects? Health, living, job, taking a lot of time for self-care, but needs some help. Yes, Emma. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has for you, my darling. For Emma, I'm going to pull you one energy card for the moment. There we go. The Sun. So obviously you're thinking the complete opposite of what you've been talking about here, Emma. The Sun is about the inner healing that I've just been talking about. The Sun nurtures things. It helps things to grow. This is this time for you at the moment. There is a great creativity in you that wants to come out at this time, and there are blessings that are waiting to come in. What Spirit is saying for you to do is to try and stop talking about what is not happening for you at this time. Come away from that energy, because where attention goes, energy flows. So try and focus purely on what you do wish to happen, and visualizing that, and in each and every moment as you can, being grateful for the little smiles you might get from watching something funny on TV, from having a conversation with somebody. This is a time for you to put your energy purely into that and expressing your truth. So maybe this is time for you as well to do unconscious letter writing, Emma. I hope that is helpful for you at this time. What else have we got? Anne-Marie, I'd love to work as a healer in the future. I've been out of the workplace a number of years and I'm not sure where to begin. Could I have some advice, please? Yes, of course, Anne-Marie. I'm actually going to move on to the Psychic Tarot. Thank you, Spirit. For Anne-Marie, what advice do you have for Anne-Marie, Spirit? Thank you. Your dreams are coming true, my darling. Isn't that beautiful? So that is the Nine of Cups. Your dreams are coming true. They'll come in for you in that beautiful divine timing. Be aware, be observant. The right people, the right events, everything in synchronicity will appear for you at exactly the right time. In the meantime, my darling, you just observe and enjoy your life, enjoy your day, enjoy things, and allow yourself to receive. You are meant to do this, but it'll happen again in exactly the right time. As I said, give the universe a chance for you at this time, but your dreams are coming true, and you're causing and creating it all, my darling. And look, she's with the healing hands as well. That's just very, very beautiful. And I've got the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. So go with the flow. Don't hang on to anything here. Don't hang on to that wheel. Don't have any expectations of outcomes. The wheel also talks about unexpected. Expect the unexpected. There are things, the universe has a plan for you. God has a plan for you. So just say thank you for my surprise and delight, and just go with the flow at the moment. Melissa, hi Victoria, could I have some guidance messages from spirit loved ones, please? Thank you so much. Of course, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, by the way, I would be so grateful if you are enjoying this, if you could give me a thumbs up by hitting the like button. It really helps my channel enormously. So thank you so much indeed. Thank you, Spirit. For Melissa. So Melissa, where were you? So this is feeling alone. So Melissa, and on the bottom of the deck, you've got opportunity beckons. And so what I'm receiving with this, darling, is that you're feeling alone, but we've had this card before, so that previous reading was for you as well. You're feeling alone, but you're not alone. You're in solitude right now. You're in a space where you're hanging out with your higher self. You can talk they're there for you. They're there for you. That inner guidance that you're receiving, coming home. These are people that have passed that you've loved. They're there for you and they're guiding you at this time. They're saying that there's an opportunity that is there for you. It's coming in for you. It's trying to get your attention. They're trying to get your attention at this time. This is the Four of Cups. It's a new cycle. It's a new cycle that's coming in, but you're looking down at the moment. You're not looking up. You're looking down, so you're not seeing it. It might be a path that is not yet there, but I think it is a path there, but you're not seeing it at the moment. So I don't know if that makes any sense for you at this time. But again, they've just popped this card out for you. Go with the flow. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Expect the unexpected as well. And just know that when you're going with that universal flow, then those wonderful signs and synchronicities, all the messages that you're wishing to receive as well, they're all there for you, my darling. Go with the flow. And when you sit in that space as well, when you're in touch with your feelings, you see you're touching the water and that ripple effect too, you're allowing that connection with source energy, with that spirit as well. So do sit within that space of being the I am as much as you possibly can. North Star, any general advice at this time, Victoria? Of course, my darling, North Star. Thank you, Spirit. Any advice for North Star at this time? Again, you're all opportunity beckons. So there is something. Four of Cups. North Star, accept exactly who you are right now. You're the most amazing person. Have no regrets for where you've been. Accept who you are right now. You're not meant to be somebody else. It doesn't matter if you think you're meant to be somebody else. Accept who you are right now. And in that acceptance, then you're releasing. And in that releasing, then you're allowing opportunities to come in for you. But again, rather than looking down and away, look up. And that is look up to God. Look, ask for guidance. Say, thank you so much for sending me signs. Thank you for the answers coming through to me at the right time. It's going to take a lot of dedicated effort here again. But again, there is a creative expression for you. There is something that you're very good at doing that Spirit is asking you to focus on in this time, something that brings you joy. Ivy Phoenix, I'd love a general romance message, please. I trust what comes through. Thank you, Ivy. Thank you. Guys, this is hysterical. Opportunity beckons as well. So I'm going to ask about this one with another deck. This is love. So the same message for you, Ivy, my darling. Release any sorrows from the past. They're not who you are anymore. Take what you need to take from learning what you've done from past relationships and step into the place where you are now with pride, with respect for yourself and love for yourself. And that love and respect that you're showing yourself is going to then bring forth somebody with the same vibration. It's going to ripple out and ripple back to you. Thank you for Ivy for love. Thank you. I saw the Lovers card wanted to come out. And then you've got the Prince of Wands here. So this is the Knight of Wands coming towards you. And this is somebody who's equally, this is the Lion, somebody who's equally being courageous, somebody who's done a lot of observing. You know, the lion, the male lion observes the family and doesn't tend to step in unless there's a reason to do so. They let things just unfold around them. Thank you so much, Pat. Thank you. And I will answer your question next, my darling. Thank you for that donation. I'm very grateful. Guys, I'm so grateful for any donations, but they are not necessary. I love to receive them, but you can also support me with the likes as well. But any donations are very grateful to receive. So thank you, Pat. So Prince of Wands, there is movement. It is coming towards you. It is somebody who is very creative, and you, my darling, are manifesting this at this time, even if you're unaware of it with the Magician. This is something that you are causing and creating. This is something that you're saying, I deserve to have. And they're coming in, and all you're meant to do, my darling, is sit back, relax, and receive. Simple as that. This is about knowing your self-worth and trusting that whatever is intended for you is coming in for you at exactly the right time. So, Pat, what does Spirit have for me? Thank you for sharing your talent. That's very, thank you. I'm simply a messenger, Pat, simply a messenger. Thank you, Spirit, for Pat. Embrace. Okay, so you've got the World card. What a beautiful card for you, Pat. Embrace. This is the end of a cycle for you. This is that moment of pause, of reflection, of sharing what you've learned with others. This is a sort of pivotal, beautiful moment before you step into the next greatest, grandest version of who you are, Pat. And by embracing, it's talking about embracing the change that's coming in for you, embracing every single part of yourself, embracing, admiring, respecting, loving every single part of yourself, and just saying, I am ready to receive. That's your message from Spirit. And look what's right underneath it. This is number 20, which is the Judgment card. So this is this inner calling, the second chance, again, a pivotal moment for you. This is 2 major arcanas. This is blossoming abundance for you. And she is there. It's like she's causing and creating, which she is all the time. So trust that you are causing and creating this. Beautiful, beautiful cards for you, my darling. 20 and 21. Hermione, can Spirit please tell me about the man I went on a date with, whether there is any long-term potential? Kamani, thank you. Message for Kamani, please. Thank you. I wanted to come out. Base chakra. So you've got the root chakra has come out. So there's a lot of desire between you both, my darling, a huge amount of desire. So let's just see what else comes out for you. And it's number 1, which is a very good number. So you need to sit and ask the guru within you, my darling. This is the ace of swords, my love. So this is this clarity or belief. Sit in the space, feel your feelings. You've got a lot of options here, daydreams and decisions. Sit in that space. Don't be fearful of where the universe is taking you. Do that observing. I am getting number 6, the 6 of Swords here. Healing begins. So I feel that you're going in the right direction. The 6 of Swords is about moving forward intuitively, and you're going forward in the right direction. And with this 6 of Swords, she's accepting that she's the sort of center stage of her life, and she's sort of opening up the curtains. And so what's happening is as you're stepping into this next stage of your life, thank you so much, Brenda, as you're stepping into this next stage of your life, you're imagining you're on stage, you're the center of this universal play that you're performing, that the actors in the wings, those that are meant to come in and help you and support you in this play, in this of your life, are able to come into the next scene because you are stepping onto the stage. So yes, I do feel that they are playing a part in your life that is very necessary. And you've also got the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of passion, a lot of desire here. So I hope that's helped you at this time. Storm, I still don't know. Carla, it's my birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. Any special birthday for message for Carla? Thank you. Birthday message for Carla's Spirit. Thank you. Ace of Wands, my darling. New vitality. Isn't that beautiful? So this is about you. This is about you singing your own song. This is about you doing what's right for you. You don't have to follow the crowd. You can do what you wish to do. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. Do what makes you happy, my darling. If you do something slightly differently, then that is what you're intended to do. It's a very beautiful card. Let's see what else comes out for you. And all of those chakras, talk to me. I don't know if you've had Reiki healing, but if you haven't, then perhaps as a birthday gift to yourself, have some energy Reiki healing there. But this is beautiful, this Ace of Wands. This is your creative expression. Thank you, Spirit. What else comes out? So, Magician. What is it you're wishing to manifest, my darling? Step into that knowing space, knowing that you are causing and creating all of this. This is all happening for you. And you've got the 3 of Cups, joy and celebration. This is your birthday message, joy and celebration. And there is something beautiful, again, about, I feel you've gone through a heartache in the past. And you know that beautiful, what is that Japanese You know, when the Japanese, the china gets broken and they fill it in with gold and it's even more beautiful. Somebody please tell me the name of that beautiful Japanese china. But this is how you are, my darling. You've become more beautiful, more interesting. You're fabulous, basically. And it's because you've gone through so much that you have transformed to something. You're being the greatest, grandest version of who you are right now. Do you see, with this, the heart that is mended there? And you've got number 2, fine balance. So this is the 2 of Pentacles. So there is try not to worry too much. Again, you're exactly where you're meant to be right now, darling. Oh, and third eye chakra. If you're not already, it's time to start expanding on those intuitive gifts that you have, and start to almost practice with your third eye chakra. One of the ways that you can do that is to close your eyes and visualize a box or a square, and then see what comes in, see what you feel, see what you hear, see what you see, but trust all of it. Just trust all of it. I hope that has helped, and happy birthday, my darling. Birthday message for you too, Tony. Thank you, Spirit. Birthday message for Tony. In fact, I might move on to, with Tony, what am I moving on to? My Gilded Tarot. Let's use my Gilded Tarot. Thank you, Spirit. Birthday message for Tony. Thank you. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. There's still an energy, darling, that's attached to you from something that you're being asked to let go of. Let me just ask a little bit more. Thank you. And you've got Justice. So again, it comes back to, could you try doing the unconscious letter writing if you haven't already? Because this card appeared again after I talked about the unconscious letter writing and letting things out, releasing things with peace. It's going to help you at this time, because it's going to help you find your voice, find your path. And again, my darling, you've got the Magician card. Now is the time to really trust and believe in what you are causing and creating. Have some fun with it. For your birthday tomorrow, say to Spirit, thank you for, choose something you have no attachment to, and see what happens, my darling. See what happens. Jack, anything for my lovely daughter from Spirit struggling in France? Her birthday's on Wednesday. Lots of Scorpios here this evening. Thank you, Spirit. So you've got the 7 of Swords at the moment for her. And you've got the Ace of Wands and the 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. There's something that she has been struggling with that's been deceptive, and it's upset her. How I always see the 7 of Swords card, it's always transitional. It's always a temporary time. Whatever that's happened, the person that's leaving is carrying away 5 swords. Those 5 swords represent change. That person's soul has been guided to do what they're doing in order for their soul's evolution, in order for their own experiences, but also to give your daughter the gift of truth and clarity that has been left behind. So I hope that's helped at this time. Let's see what else comes out. And there's the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck there. And look, now you've got the 3 of Swords. There's lots of 3 of Swords coming out tonight. There's been so much energy that's come up, so many things that are coming up to the surface at this time that I talked about at the beginning of this reading. So this 3 of Swords, this is this space where she's in, and the 7 and the 3 makes the 10. So this is the 10 of Swords space. This is the end or completion of something for her that's going to lead to, and you've got the Page of Cups coming out here as well. It's going to lead to a transitional time where she's able to much more emotionally balance within herself and balance her emotions, because she's learned, she's seen the truth, and sometimes it really has to be shown to us in order for us to get it. But it's allowing, and now you've got the World card as well, it's allowing completion of something before a new cycle for her. So I hope that's helped at this time. Charlene would love guidance from Spirit, celebrating New Year on the 13th. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you. 6 of Swords and the Moon card. Charlene, keep going in the direction that you're going right now. You're doing everything exactly as you should be. I know you've again been through heartache. I can see that here, but you are now, there is a new cycle. You are going, you're coming out of a sort of isolation hermit mode, and there is a slight trepidation within you, but keep moving forward with whatever direction that you're doing. You've got the moon card here. There is a path yet unseen. There is something unfolding for you. You may be aware of it, but that is what the moon card represents. It's also that little wink from the universe about trust in that divine plan, trust in any divine detours that are happening for you at this time. And it's leading towards the Three of Pentacles for you, this amazing foundation where you're going to feel so strong within yourself and able to handle anything, but also able to detach from things and observe with love, but not get affected so much. Tony, thank you so much. That's so kind. And look what that's leading to, my darling, this wonderful 10 of Cups space for you. So whatever you're manifesting, that is coming in. What else have we got here? Julie, my message is my birthday is Tuesday the 9th. I would love to receive. Julie, a message for Julie. Thank you. Oh. Well, look at that. You're both on the same journey. The same cards have flown out for you. The Moon card and the Six of Swords. So it's the same message for you, Julie, that I was saying. And again, look, isn't this extraordinary? There is the World card at the bottom of the deck again as well for you. So there is a completion of something. Trust in where you're going. Oh my goodness, the same cards are appearing. And it's a time for you also, my darling, to start trusting in love and not to fear it, because there's been something within you that has feared it in the past. It is it can be a little uncomfortable to go through this moon stage, but it is a very important time for you. And you're also receiving guidance in your dreams or in that sort of semi-sleep state at this time. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have? Megan, I'm seeking spiritual awakening awareness, but it feels like something's blocking it. I can't seem to let go. My birthday is tomorrow. For Megan, you've got the Two of Cups here and Eight of Wands and the Hangman. So Megan, this is about you. I just want to show you here. So this is about you starting to see it from a different perspective. Try not to seek it, because you already are it. It's not something that's not within you. It's already there. And in terms of receiving it, all you have to do is be. You just have to be and sit, listen to whatever you wish to listen to that's going to help you get into that space of stillness and just receive. It'll come through at exactly the right time for you, but it may not be the right time for you to go into that sort of complete enlightenment, because there's still things that experiences that you need to go through at this time. So just trust that God's holding your hand at this time, and there's nothing that you need to do more than you're actually doing. And just keep saying, thank you for the answers coming in for me. This is about you seeing it from this different perspective. And sometimes when we try too hard, so when we meditate, we try and see things and we try and hear things, it won't come through because we're trying too hard. So it's like, if you're in that meditative space, it's a little bit like sitting, I suppose, if you were people watching and you were sitting in a square and you were watching people, but you weren't really observing too much detail. You're just sort of taking it all in. That's the sort of meditative space where you're just allowing yourself to be. I hope that helps you at this time. And that's going to allow those receiving thoughts and those feelings to come in for you. And then you've got this Two of Cups, which is a rather wonderful card here, because you've got these two people. There is something coming in for you, or maybe it's already come because they're sort of, have they kissed or are they about to kiss? But maybe this is somebody that's coming in, a soulmate that's going to help you, that's come in to help you at this time. This could be a relationship. It could be a friend relationship as well. But I feel with the fish here, it's about abundance. It's about you understanding that where you are right now is enough, and and this person is going to come into your life, or you are going to help them and they're going to help you, but it's a completion for you. There's very much spiritual guidance around you at this time. Please tell me more about the Two of Cups. Thank you. Six of Swords. Yeah. So keep going in the direction that you're going in right now, my darling, and trust in what's going to happen for you, because this is something that your soul has yearned for and asked for. And look, Six of Cups, beautiful, soulmate, wonderful card. And that little boy there is holding a frog, which talks about transitional relationship time for you, because frogs live on both land and water, and the sunflowers talk about soul family as well. So that's lovely. I hope that's helped you at this time. Sherry, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Olivia, I would adore a message from Spirit. Thank you. Yes, Olivia. I'm going to use my light seers for you, Olivia. Olivia, message for Olivia. Thank you, Spirit. Message for Olivia. Six of Wands. Keep doing what you're doing, my darling. It's going to be very successful for you, very rewarding, and you're going to feel a huge sense of achievement. So this is the Six of Wands. Stay away from negativity. Don't focus on any negativity. Stay away, again, from talking about things that you don't want. Focus on what you do want. Embrace any change or opportunities that come in for you. And this is this King of Pentacles. This is this space of being. This is a space of relaxing and letting it in. Your soul is like the wolf that's sitting there, that is relaxed and happy and knows exactly what's going on, has all that ancient wisdom there with the library. So relax and let it in. It's coming in for you, and try not to get overwhelmed by decisions you have to make. Just remember that any choices you make them from the right space. When you make a decision, you feel relief. It's because you're being just nudged back onto your soul's path. So, and if you can't make a decision, don't make a decision. If you're procrastinating, it's not quite the right time. You'll know when you've made the right decision on things, because you'll feel this extraordinary sense of peace and relief. But you'll just keep doing what you're doing, my darling. Rachel, anything coming towards me, please? Thank you, Kitty. That's so true. I mean, as we've seen, there's so many of the cards that have come in answer to people that have actually been the same cards that have come out at the beginning of this reading as the general reading. So Kitty is absolutely spot on. There are messages for everybody in this. And that's how Spirit, there's many layers of the cake, how Spirit works. So whatever questions I see, I'm intended to see them. And those answers can also be, as Kitty has said, for so many other people in the situations that they're in at this time. Thank you. Rachel, anything coming in towards me, please? Thank you. Rachel. Yes, Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Place of being, Rachel. Again, Queen of Wands. Your creative expression, have fun with it, enjoy it, sit with it, be who you are, not who others wish for you to be. This is the Queen of Wands. Be inspired, and because your inspiration also is very inspiring for other people as well. So own that. This is what you're being intended to do. Because look, at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Empress. So there's a start of something new, something that you're very protective about and you're nurturing at this time, and this is something very beautiful for you. So with the Empress, this is about you now receiving it. You have certainly been you go with the flow, you've ridden the waves literally, and you're now in that space of receiving, and this is absolutely fantastic for you, my darling. And look at that. You sit in your feelings there with the Queen of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful energy you have around you at this time. You've done so much, my darling, so much inner healing. And now just rock it. You know, this is your story. You can change it. You can do whatever you wish to do. There we are, the world, completion. They've given you another card there. End of one cycle. You're stepping into a brand new cycle. this is this extraordinary time for you right now. And Spirit is saying, keep moving in the direction that you're going now. Keep moving in that direction. Okay, lots of Six of Swords coming out tonight. Kitty, thank you for all your comments. I'm so grateful. Emily, Howard, how to increase intuition? Yes, just sit in. Thank you, Spirit. When we sit, we tend to be thinking the whole time. It's about catching those thinking thoughts and starting to observe those thinking thoughts. I know I talk about this a lot. I'm like a droning record, but it's very important that we have to get out of our head sometimes. Our head can never process this. We have to be out of our mind in order to make sense of this. And so when you sit in a space and observe, you're literally almost coming out of your body and observing what's happening, and you're detaching from it emotionally. You're not sitting in a kind of trapped energy space. You're actually detaching for a moment or two to observe. And that's going to help your intuition come through, because in the detaching and observing, you're allowing your soul to come through. The other way to do it is to say thank you for the right words. And so you can do that with speaking. Saying thank you for the right words and trusting what's coming out of your mouth is actually Spirit talking through you. This is what I do. And, you know, sometimes your mind will say, do be quiet, but you ignore it and you keep talking, because that is your intuition. That is your soul speaking. But you have to trust it. So try that, my darling. See if that helps you. Odette, please, what is coming towards me? Being single for almost 10 years, love happening. Oh, thank you, Odette. That's so lovely. May it help everyone else that listens. Thank you. A message for Odette. Thank you, Spirit. About love. Thank you. Too many cards. Too many cards. Temperate. They're so funny. You might groan a little bit, Odette. But anyway, this is what you've got. Temperance. Trust in divine timing. It's done, Odette. It's happening. It's as above, down below. You're on your life path at the moment. You've done so much balancing out of things, and Spirit's very relaxed about this. It's a sort of, that's what I'm receiving. They're very relaxed about this. There is no urgency here, but it is happening for you, because you've got this Knight of Pentacles, this slow moving knight that's coming, but he's on a journey at the moment, and he is learning all the things that you've been learning on your journey. On your journey, he has also, and independently, because you're both meant to come together at exactly the right time for both of you. And your souls know this, and they're completely relaxed about it, because look what you've got afterwards: the 10 of Cups, this wonderful energy. And the rainbow talks about hopes and blessings, and it's something that you will be so joyous about, because it's like that treasure at the end of the rainbow that you can never get to, but it is coming in for you. And it has to be slow and steady, because he's had to go through his journey in order to understand and release and let go. Oh, Linda, that's wonderful. I meditated, staring a picture of myself at 4 years old. Wonder experience. That's a fantastic thing to do, Linda. I can't. Okay. Rescue all dogs. Can you give me your question, and I will make sure that I answer it for you, because I know you sent me one before. That's a pleasure, Odette. Mystique, I need guidance. What message do I need to know from Spirit? Mystique, thank you. Messages from Mystique. Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Pentacles has come out for you, darling. There's something coming in for you. Something that is very young, very new. Be gentle. It's coming in for you. But you're having to. You've got the 8 of Cups, and the Strength card has come out with it. So, yeah, sorry, I can't pick up all these cards. I'm in Butterfingers. So this is this beautiful Ace of Pentacles. This is a divinely timed gift of something that's coming in for you, an offer. You've got the 8 of Cups here. But in order for that to come in, there is a certain walking away that you need to do. Now, that might be walking away from energetically or releasing things. But what I'm seeing here, interesting enough, it's almost like this unconscious letter writing I've been talking about, which Spirit just keeps banging into my head. But you see there with the Tibetan, with the beautiful bowl there and the fire within it, it's almost like you've burnt something and left it. So with certain releasing and letting go and walking away from attachments to things, you're allowing this Ace of Pentacles to come in, and you've got the Strength card here. So this is this willpower, making a resolution to yourself to do this, to release attachments to things, and to also, in the handling of anything that you do it as you do so beautifully, with grace. And when you speak, do it from that response, from kindness and grace, not a reaction from a pain body, from a hurt. So that's lovely. You've got an Ace of Pentacles, beautiful Ace of Pentacles coming in. Oh, Linda, I've been single for over 10 years as well. I'm claiming that message too. Yeah, Linda, you've got the wheel of fortune. Expect the unexpected, my darling, that's coming in for you. Just stand in the center of that wheel and observe it all happening to you, my darling. Susie, any love coming towards me? Susie, any love? Any love coming towards me? Eight of Pentacles is coming to. This is this time for you, my darling, to focus very much on what needs that foundation within you. Okay, this is a time to have some fun with your spiritual gifts as well, because you do have them, even if you're unaware of them. This is a time of exploration for you. It's also a time for you to release responsibilities that you feel you may have for others, and just remember that, you know, it's lovely to be loyal to others, but you're not responsible for their happiness, and don't try so hard to do so much for other people. That's a message for you there. Thank you, Spirit. What else are they saying for you? Yeah, you've got the Knight of Wands here. It's a time for you to beat the beat of your own drum, to beat your own drum. This is it now for you to do what you love to do. Okay. The Knight of Wands could talk about somebody coming in, but I'm not seeing that. Thank you, Spirit. And you've got the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of different options for you. There's a lot of different things that are going to be happening in your life. And just trust that each and every one of them will provide an opportunity for something. It doesn't matter what decision you make. The Spirit knows. You've got the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck as well. So, and then that's followed by the Ace of Cups. So there is something beautiful coming in, but in order to do that, there are things that need to be let go of first of all, my darling. And one of those big things is you're wanting to fix it for everybody else. You can't fix anybody else. They can only fix themselves. And it's not helping energetically with your energy. This is the Five of Wands. You'll find yourself being torn and caught between people's opinions, and it's not helpful for you at this time. Rescue all dogs. Now you're there. Where's your and Yogi, could you explain the unconscious letter writing in more detail? Do you think of the words and write those, or just move the pen without thought and we don't read it? Yes, exactly that, Yogi. The last bit I said. So you don't even think the thoughts. It's really weird. As you put the pen to paper, you just go with that first word or two words that comes out, and then you just keep writing, and it'll literally kind of pull itself out of you. Don't pause. Just don't pause. Just keep writing with the next thing that comes in. It's a little bit like speaking when you say thank you for the right words and you keep speaking. There is no pause. You just keep doing it. The reason being as well, and you just move the pen. And again, it doesn't matter if the words don't make sense as you write them out, or it's just you're writing so fast that you can't actually write all the words. You're just getting it out of itself, and you don't read it, because in reading it, you're taking all of that energy back in. You just burn it and you release it with love and understanding and compassion. You're letting go and letting God. Emma, any advice from my maternal grandmother for me? She passed 20 years ago, but I feel her close by. For Emma, thank you, Spirit. I feel, what am I feeling here? I'm going to do my Spirit Song Tarot for you, Emma. Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. That's so kind. So you've got the shadow card has appeared for you. Now, this is the devil card, but this is the shadow card, my darling. So this is the jackal card. So this is this rebirth. It's like the sort of the shadow work that you've done, and you've gone through a rebirth with it. The jackal is the sort of sits in the shadows and watches and observes, and it's about you accepting all sides of yourself, and that's what your grandmother is saying at this time. And let's see what else she has for you. Thank you. And the Eight of Swords, she's saying to you here, this is with the little mouse here, courage and solutions. You have such great courage, and you're so adaptable, and you're so resourceful, like a little mouse. And she says you don't have to be the roaring lion sometimes to get the message across. You're there, and she says that you felt overlooked at times, and that you haven't really had a voice at times, but don't allow yourself to be trapped in that space for too long. You do need, it's about having courage and patience with yourself as well, and trying to release the pressure that you're putting on yourself, and the anxiety that you're feeling, and do ask for help. Say ask for help. She is there, she is guiding you. So I hope that's helped you at this time. Thank you. Any last message? And the Two of Crystals, which is the Two of Pentacles here, and this is balance and adaptability. So this is the kangaroo that's sort of going through uncharted territory at the time. It's about you taking this leap as well. This is something that's a change for you at this time. And she's saying remain in a space where you do that sort of reflection and response before acting, rather than reacting. But I hope that's helped at this time, Emma. Christina, any messages from Spirit? Thank you. And thank you for all my lovely likes, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Chariot, discipline and determination. This is for Christina. So this is the this is my rhino analogy of the universe racing forward to deliver to you through the path of least resistance what it is that you're looking to manifest, which you have already manifested, as above, down below, but it's coming towards you. And if a rhino comes towards you, what do? You get out of the way of it. So this is what this card is about. And the Chariot talks about things happening for you, and there is definitely movement for you. Try not to get sidetracked yourself again by negativity or talking about what you don't want. Just keep focusing and visualizing and having joy and a feeling of joy about what it is you're looking to bring into your life at the moment. This is a huge time of self-empowerment for you. And just keep focusing on the direction that you wish to go. So I hope that's helped you at this time. Oh, thank you, Brenda. That's so kind. Thank you. Thank you, Yogi. Is that Alison? Alison 327. Yes. Hi, Victoria. I need guidance regarding love and career. Thank you. What have you got? Four of Swords. Darling, this is a time of rest for you at the moment, actually. A time of healing, a time of sanctuary. This is the Bear and hibernation. What's on the bottom of the deck? You've got Temperance again. So this is this time that's been given for you, and really treasure this time, because it's very necessary for you to stop. Because if you're, as I've said before, if you're doing a lot of the time, then it can be a response to things that have happened that you don't want to think about. So with this Four of Swords, this sanctuary and rest, this is really start appreciating the value of quiet and rest in your life right now. It's and trust in the process that's been given. This is a huge time for you. Thank you, Spirit. And you have to, it's about where you are right now. You've been distanced from where you've been hurt because you can't heal in the place that you were hurt. So I hope that makes sense for you at this time. Steph B, the kangaroo message was awesome. Me, I love that. Steph, would love any job work guidance. Love you. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Steph. What have you got? 9 of Cups, my darling. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, I love the penguin. That talks about gratitude and fulfillment. So the penguin for me is always about looking up. The penguin also can't fly, but it doesn't stop it from being amazing. We all love penguins. So the 9 of Cups is about your determination and how insightful you are as well. And keep radiating gratitude, my darling. Keep being grateful for everything. And also look at where you are right now, because where you are right now, you've manifested from something in the past. And so enjoy your rewards and your recognition, and for all of the past efforts that you've done right now. Give yourself a pat on the back. Your wishes are being fulfilled. And you've also got the 6 of Cups here, which is the otters, the lovely, lovely otters, sentiment and joy. So whatever this may mean for you with the soulmate card, it's about going with the flow. But there is somebody in your life or coming into your life that has the same intention, the same focus as you. And it's allowing you to kind of go with the flow a lot more. So I hope that's helped at this time. And look, the Hermit card has popped out as well. So there is our lovely koala. So you've certainly gone through that quiet rest time, that quiet sort of recuperation time with yourself. And the Hermit, look at this koala. He sits in this tree with such a contented look in his face. Eucalyptus leaves, I'm getting as well. Koalas eat eucalyptus leaves. So I don't know if that means anything for anybody, but eucalyptus leaves are incredibly cleansing. So if there is a space that needs cleansing in your house, or you just feel like there should be some energetic cleansing, do think about that and perhaps use some eucalyptus oil. So, oh, there we are. I love that, Melissa. That's so lovely. Well, there's a little confirmation from you, from the universe. Is that Breggie? Did Reg has any advice from your guides on my spiritual development? Yes, darling, of course. Now, where's the lovely dog rescue lovely person? Where are you? Because I have promised you an answer, my darling. Reggie, an answer for you for spiritual development. Okay, so you've got the 8 of Acorns, energy and results. This is the eel. And you've also got the Queen of Pentacles, my darling. So the Queen of Pentacles, actually, no, I'm going to talk about the 8 of Wands first of all, which is the eel. The eel is kind of the master of transformation. It's fluidity. It's going with the flow. And this is, you know, when we get focused on an energy, it moves us forward in that direction. So again, I come back to where attention goes, energy flows. So be very observant at this time. And with the 8 of Wands, it's the allowance to allow you to be guided where you feel like you need to go. You're making a huge amount of progress, much more so than you think at this time. There is no rush with this, okay? This is when you feel that you wish to do something with regards to your spiritual development, do it. If you don't feel like doing anything, don't. There is no right or wrong way. This is all at your soul's pace. And it's all exactly as it should be, my darling. And then you've got this Queen of Pentacles, which is this hedgehog. So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who has been through quite a lot, but also has really come into a space of understanding her worth, her value, doesn't make rash decisions on things. It's very self-sufficient, emotionally, financially, all of those things. With this Queen of Pentacles being a hedgehog, you can be a little bit prickly at times. It's the fear of being hurt or offended. So be aware of that. You're very soft underneath it all. But you're very connected to earth energies. There's something very, whatever you're doing, you're very connected to earth energies at this time, and remain committed to your beliefs, to what you feel is the right thing to do, your values, your beliefs. It's very important. Okay, so I hope that's helped you at this time. Nikki, what does the Leo feeling about me? How does Leo feel about Nikki? Thank you. It's a pleasure, my darling. The Chariot and the Two of Feathers. So there's a slight wanting to make things happen, wanting to make things very fast. They have a tendency to kind of meet conflict head on. They're very used to sort of doing that. They want this to move onwards and upwards, but there is also within them a slight fear with the Two of Feathers. This is decisions and direction. So, but that's okay, my darling, because with this Two of Feathers, this particular Two of Feathers with the gecko, which sort of sits in the shadows. Does the gecko sit in the shadows? The gecko talks about facing your fears. So actually they're being incredibly brave, because whatever it is that's pulling them towards you, it's making them face their fears, and it's probably triggering them a little bit, but they're preparing themselves. They're sort of getting ready to take this next great big grand step forward, and maybe a bit of indecision at the moment is holding them back, but they are. Let's try and pull one more card for you, because I think this is important. Esther, I'm going to do readings for 22, the Four of Crystals. So there is a need within them to try and control this, okay? And it's important. You have it's the beaver, okay? This is the Four of Pentacles. So there's a need within them to try and control this. And so you just try not to be controlled, if you understand what I mean. You just go with the natural flow of things and don't try and worry about it too much. The beaver also, though, builds lovely, strong foundations. And they put a lot of effort and time into it. So that's the control thing about it. But the beaver also doesn't get upset if the river comes and washes that house, that den away. It just goes and builds another one. So it's a reminder that for them, or for you to be aware for them, that if they're trying to force things to happen, you've got to step into the place of trust and allowing, rather than letting them force things going too fast. Don't allow it to go too fast. Don't allow it to go in past what the natural pace that it's meant to happen. Keep taking a step back and observing all the time. But their intent is to move fast with you at this time. So, and then you've got the Six of Acorns, which is the Six of Wands, success and triumph. This relationship will be whatever you intend it to be, and how you step into, whether you remain in your energy space or step into their energy space. So it's how you react or respond to them. But pace yourself, my darling. Remember to pace yourself. And that's the Six of Wands there with the stag. Rescue your dogs. Yay! I'm working a job that no longer vibes with me. Toxic workplace has started affecting my health. I'm a Sagittarius, female Aries rising. I want to start my own dog walking business. Okay, my darling. Rescue your dogs. A message for rescue all dogs. Knight of Crystals. Endurance and determination. Yes, my darling. This is something. And how lovely is that? So, on the bottom of the deck, you've got the High Priestess card. Okay, this is intuition and sacred knowledge. This is all will be revealed, my darling. Look at that lynx cat, the contentedness, the knowing what is happening, this brand new cycle. All will be revealed for you. Trust, just trust. You've already made this happen. It is happening, but it's all, look at this three of, this is so exciting for you. So all will be revealed. I'm going to come on to the bottom card in a minute. Then you've got this transformation card. Okay, so this is number 13. This is the death card. This is the cicada. This is a time for you of a death rebirth, releasing things that you no longer serve you, moving away from energies that are not right for you, toxic energies, and moving into a space of renewal. Absolutely wonderful. And nothing stops the death card. So the universe is working on clearing all those obstacles for you at this time. And it's going to allow this energetic movement of what you're looking to manifest to come into your life. It is probably going to be slower than you think with the Knight of Pentacles. But this camel, it's like the master of endurance, isn't it? The camel, it's the master of endurance. Have determination, my darling. Keep visualizing what it, why you want it, and kind of try and release how it's going to happen and when it's going to happen and who's going to come in and help you. And just trust and know that the universe has got all sorts of things lined up for you, because you've got this 3 of crystals here, which is the lovely, lovely honeybee. And this is collaboration and productivity. Those that are going to come in and help you are going to come in and help you at the right time. And the honeybee is this wonderful, this is this 3 of Pentacles of community as well, because the bee doesn't work for himself. The bee works for the good of the community. And that's what a wonderful message this is. And the bee is very good at what he does. He's a master of his craft as well. And we know as well that the bee is not meant to fly, but it doesn't know that and does. So even if you feel this can't happen, be determined, my darling, and just keep those words of Anthony Hopkins come in, that believe, believe, believe. And if you can't quite believe, then play the game of belief, because that is sheer power. Act as if this dog walking business has already happened. Talk about it as if it's already happened, and it'll come in so fast for you, my darling. But there is going to be a huge amount of strength and teamwork for you and collaboration, and those that are coming in for you are coming in at the right time. So, Bug Lover, does Spirit have guidance for me today? Thank you, Spirit. Eight of Feathers, courage and solutions. We're back to this little mouse. Yes, Spirit does have. And what's on the bottom of the deck? The Page of Cups. This is a really strong time for you at the moment, a transitional time for you in terms of your intuition. And it's very important that you leap, literally leap like a frog on any moment or chance that you have to transition. So that is about actually not doing a great deal, but being much more still in a space of quietness. You've allowed yourself again to, and that's okay, because you've meant to be in that space of being trapped in a space that you thought you were for too long. And Spirit's saying it's time now. It's time to make a leap from that. It's time to stop telling yourself that story. You have a huge amount of courage. You are very resourceful again. And do you know what? You have something to say, and it's very beautifully spoken, and have the courage to say it. Have the courage to say it, my darling. And ask for help. Ask for help at this time. Anything else? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. One more card. Ace of Acorns, creative force and confidence. That's what Spirit's saying to have at this time. You have something else. And, the ram is so determined, so determined. So being confident. Have those days when you're just raring to go and you're passionate about something. Sometimes be like the ram, do that, believe, believe, believe. Act as if something's already happened for you. This is the Ace of Wands. This is creative expression. And you've also got here the Ace of Feathers, the Ace of Swords, mental clarity and foundation. So I hope that's helped you at this time. Thank you, Canfly. Very well. I was just look at your message when that card came out. So you put, will I get a promotion this month, please? And we've got the wheel has come out. Lots of possibilities, lots of change there that's open for you. The octopus is, kind of feels their way around things with the wheel. And the octopus is also a master of sort of adaptation and fluidity as well. So be ready to adapt to any change that's happening in your life. Go with the flow. and try not to hang on to anything. So I hope that's helped you at this time. But it's always a great card to get the Wheel of Fortune, because it's always there for your greatest good. And you've got the Emperor card to come out, focus and stability. So this is the Cougar spirit, and the Emperor is a card of doing practical steps, but not rushing forward too much, not trying to do too much too soon, because you can end up kind of trampling over things and people as well at the same time. Be confident, be practical, trust your judgment on things, and try and let go of any outcomes with this. I just saw the Four of Crystals again as well, because if the bonus comes in, that's fantastic. If it doesn't, you decide to move on and things change, then embrace whatever change it is, because you've got the Page of Crystals that's come in here, which is, you know, about, again, transitional times. And the Fox is kind of a master problem solver. So you're very good at what you do, my darling. Anyway, so let's move forward. Oh, good. I'm so pleased that. Who haven't I done a question for? Esther, have I haven't done a question for you. Esther, any messages from Spirit for me? Thank you. Woo. Okay, Esther, look at this. Beautiful. Lovely message here. You've got the Fool card and you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Take the leap, my darling. Whatever it is you're thinking about doing, take that leap of faith. Go to the edge. Go to the edge. You're being asked to do that. It's with a beautiful energy. And the gazelle is, don't be surprised if there is a zigzag approach like a gazelle to what's happening next in your life at this time. Be spontaneous about things. Trust it when synchronicities happen and signs happen. Thank you, Camfly. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. And you've got this Nine of Pentacles, which is the spider. You, my darling, are weaving together everything at the moment in your life, just like the spider. The spider, what they do to create a web, it's so beautiful, it's so creative, and everything is connected to everything else. It's very delicate. And the spider is a reminder for us that we're all connected energetically. We're not solos here. We're all, everything is connected energetically, and everything has a ripple effect on everything else. So whatever you're putting out there with your thoughts is causing a ripple effect in your creative expression, in your soul's physical experience as well. It's about being patient. It's about being sometimes meticulous as well, but it's trusting that it'll come through to you at exactly the right time. Have confidence at the moment, my darling, in the self-development that you've done so far and where you are right now, because where you are is exactly where you're meant to be. And also, just like the spider, not getting upset when their web gets damaged. They just go and build another one, a bit like the beaver. Just if things don't work out the way that you intended them to do, trust that it wasn't for you. You are being protected and something else is coming in for you that's even bigger and better. So, but the Nine of Pentacles is a wonderful card of things starting to happen in your life, that you're starting to really see the fruits of all of the hard work that you've put in. Oh, thank you, Steph. That's so kind. Just yellow capital letters because you're so kind. Steph, that's the most gorgeous thing to say. Thank you. Thank you so much there, Alison. Thank you. That's so kind. Okay, who's next? Hello, Charlotte. Hello, how are you? Let me give you a message, my darling. Message for Charlotte. Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Acorns. So the same message. And do you know what? Actually, I'm not going to do that one, my darling, because that just, let me do you another one and see what comes out. So you've got the, because I hadn't shuffled properly and I just pulled those last ones out. You've got here the Two of Feathers, which is the Two of Swords here. It's this is a good Two of Swords for me, being the gecko. This is about you facing whatever it is you're needing to face at this time, my darling, and preparing yourself to choose whatever direction it is that you're looking to go in. It's a time for you to speak your truth with gentleness, with compassion, and don't allow any indecision at this time to hold you back. And they're so funny because they're saying, no, I was completely wrong. Spirits told me off. I've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands has popped out again for you. So so they're saying it's exactly the same message I gave before with this Queen of Pentacles. make a decision from this place of your sanctuary, your rest, your security, your knowing about yourself, your self-worth, your self-respect. Do what's right for you. Do what feels right for you as well, and whatever decision you're looking to make right now. You've got this, my darling. And the Eight of Acorns is putting your attention where attention goes, energy flows. That's where the results, the energetic flow is coming. Focus on what you're wanting to do. Make choices from your hopes and your dream space, not your fear space, my darling. So I hope that's helped this time. And your soul already is very aware of what's coming in for you with the Three of Acorns here. Like the giraffe, the soul, your higher self can see over everything, can see over all the obstacles. Thank you, Pete. That's so kind. I'm going to come to you in a second, my darling. So like the giraffe, when you see things from your higher self, everything looks very small underneath. Obstacles look really small. So your soul knows what's coming in. And this is this beautiful Three of Wands card. This talks about foresight and exploration here as well. And there's a contentedness here too. And with this Three of Wands card, it's a sign from spirit, it's a message from spirit. You do have this extraordinary gift of higher perception. So try and see things from that higher self standpoint, because sometimes you're not trusting it. And just be very open to any new opportunities that are coming in for you at this time, my darling, because there are quite a few. And I know you're trying to make a decision on from this Two of Swords, on various ways forward. Pete, my darling, I'm hoping my son is going to be okay in his life, and I'm also manifesting. Can you say if these things are going to happen soon? I'm able to give and help people in the future. So Seven of Crystals, which is the Seven of Pentacles, have come within, which is options and results here. So this is the aardvark. So this is about your son. He is going to overcome the obstacles in his life, but he's going through all of this at the moment to help him know that he can do this. So sometimes as parents, we want to really try and help our children all the time, but we're not actually allowing them the space to do this from within themselves. And the aardvark is very kind of roots around for solutions. So he's very adept at working this out on his own. Remain patient with him, remain in a space of observation with him. And if you need to talk to him about anything, just say thank you for the right words and allow your higher self to come through and speak to him. In terms of forgiveness, my darling, I think the biggest message for forgiveness is that you're not necessarily forgiving somebody else for them. You're forgiving them for you, because it's going to give you peace, because you are releasing them from your space. And it's the biggest act of self-love and self-empowerment you can do, is to forgive somebody else for what you feel is a hurt that they have given you. And it's also, but it has to be true. It has to be real. You can't just say that and not feel it. And that feeling will come at the right time for you. But in the meantime, process those feelings about why you can't forgive. What is it that's triggering within you something that's not allowing you to do that? And if I may help, Spirit is saying it's the reminder of the remembrance that there are some souls that have been put on this earth that have chosen a very, very difficult path, a really difficult path, and their soul's purpose is to help others go through a period of enlightenment. And maybe that is through some behavior that is very upsetting, and it's their soul's gift. So that in itself helps bring an awful lot of release, because people behave in a way when they're in a place of pain. People that are not happy in a good space do not cause other people pain. So Pete, I hope that's helped. I hope that, and you already are helping people now, because you are going through something extraordinary, transformational at this time. Okay, so look at this. As I've said, that you've got the Emperor and the Page of Feathers. So the Emperor again is about you, is this cougar spirit, about watching, observing, not rushing in, just allowing things to unfold as they should, trusting that God has this, the universe has this, it's all as it should be. You are very caring and you're very well respected. So you know, you have been God's messenger many, many times for people as well, although you feel that you haven't, but you have, because your judgment is spot on. You know, you do talk with your higher self much more so than you think. And this Page of Swords, this is the raccoon. This is a time of exploration and discovery. And that is both for your son and for yourself as well, because the Page of Swords is about exploring different ways of looking at things, different perspectives about looking at things, and breaking free of old conditioned behaviors too. And this is what this experience is, why your son is where he is right now, and where you are right now. So I hope that has helped. Rescue Your Dogs, you got my reading for you, didn't you? Didn't cut out then, did you? Because I did do a little reading for you. So if your connection went and you came back, I have already read for you, but it's just earlier on. Vivian, hi, it's my mum who passed over close to me. And what is it Spirit wants me to know? Yes, so she is close to you. You've got this beautiful Ace of Cups with the sea turtle, which of course immediately reminds us of a mothering's care and mothering's nurturing instinct. And this is happiness and abundance. So she is telling you she is happy. She is in the 5D. She is transcended into that beautiful energetic space. And the Ace of Cups is also a reminder for you and a message from her about moving forward now at a pace that's right for you. There's no rush to this journey that you're on. The turtle moves at the right pace for her. Okay, my darling, trust your vision and where you are right now. You've got the Queen of Acorns, passion and creativity. It's time to really step into that intuitive, empathic side, the feminine side of you. You're very vivacious, you're very loving, you're loyal, you're fun, you love to be around people, you're very sensitive to nature as well. So do spend a lot of time outdoors. And it's time time for your creative expression, time to tap into those creative energies, she's saying, because it's going to manifest all sorts of things. And you've got here the 10 of crystals, the 10 of pentacles, and that is stability and attainment. So this is the attainment of your goals, my darling. And again, by tapping into that creative expression, the alligator, you know, lives on both on land and water. So it's allowing for that transition, that change for you. And you've put in already this central groundwork to achieve your goals. But this moving forward now is very important that you do that. Okay, and that's what she's saying. And you've got the star card from her, the swan here. This is a promise of things being better, peace and healing. There is so much deep level doing, like the swan's legs going through the water. You know, the swan glides through the waters of trust, and those little legs are going really fast. And it shows the amount of healing that's happening within us. So she's asking you to glide through those waters of trust at the moment of this time, and just gracefully accept everything that's happening for you, because it's all for a reason, and it's all leading to that 10 of Pentacles for you. So what else? Hannah, I'm just keeping an eye on the time here, my darlings. Hannah, hi Victoria, message for me. Yes, Hannah, of course, my darling. Ooh, lots of cards there. 5 of Feathers and the High Priestess. Hannah, it's a time to step away from things that are causing a lot of negativity in your life right now, my darling. Step away from the need to talk about things that aren't happening for you. Step away from the need to talk a lot to people who are in a different energetic space from you. When we talk about that, we encourage the energy around it. And so if you want things to go away, the best thing to do is not talk about it. Try not to even think about it, because our thoughts are incredibly powerful. It's a need rather for you to sit in that High Priestess space of that really strong, intense observation about things, and not worrying about it so much. All will be revealed is the main message of the High Priestess, is a contentment with sitting in that observation space, that slightly detached space as well. So thank you, Spirit. Oh, good. Rescue Your Dogs. I'm glad you saw that message. Brenda, yes, the vibe of the room is lovely. Susie T has a question, please, Victoria. Susie T. I've been on disability and thinking of starting a nurse business. Any advice? Thank you, Steph B, for showing me that. Susie, a message for Susie. I think that sounds a wonderful idea. Well, yes, you got the rhino again. Isn't that wonderful? There is change happening. You've got this rhino charging down the road towards you. There is movement. You just got to get out of the way of it, my darling. Literally get out of the way of it. Keep focusing on why you want it, what you want and why you want it, because this is a beautiful, noble thing that you're looking to do. And then just release the attachment to how it's meant to happen. Just sit back and relax and just trust and know that it's coming in for you. You're being asked to have a little bit of patience and perspective. Don't get sidetracked as well, again, by negative energies. Keep moving onwards and upwards with the knowing that the universe has a plan here for you. Thank you. And they're looking to bring this into you through the path of least resistance. But with something like this, it will be a collaboration with quite a few souls. So a little bit like that spider's web, there's going to be an awful lot of integrated soul effort that needs to come in order to make this happen. So yes, let's go, Susie. Let's have a look to see what else has come out. Oh, the moon card wanted to come out for you there. And one more card, please. Thank you, Spirit. So the moon card and the 9 of swords. So there is a path unfolding, my darling. There is something that the universe is bringing in for you. And this is imagination and perception as well. So when the universe is talking about imagination, this is your creative expression. So imagine it. Feel it, feel the feeling of having manifested. If you have joy simply from the imagination of it, you are willing it towards you. It's very powerful. And if you are looking to do this with other souls as well, creating with other souls, then you are all manifesting together. This will happen. Have faith over fear. Trust this process as well. And the 9 of swords is this lovely little porcupine here. It says here, perspective and self-empowerment. This experience that you're going through at this time is going to be so extraordinary for you. And you're going to feel so proud of yourself because you will have overcome so many obstacles to get to it. And see each obstacle as an amazing opportunity that the universe has plopped in front of you to allow you to grow and learn from. And don't worry. Don't try and be too protective of things, and don't get too defensive over things as well. Just know that everything is being put there at exactly the right time for you because there is a big plan in mind. So again, step back and observe and adjust your perspective on it, remembering everything is happening for you. It's how you choose to receive it that's the gift. And this is an amazing, amazing time. What you're going to achieve is going to be absolutely wonderful. And you are going to be so chuffed and proud of yourself, quite rightly, for having achieved it. That's a very strong message from Spirit that I'm getting. Don't put yourself in that place of self-doubt and fear about it. Look at that, 2 of Cups, union and harmony, a beautiful, harmonious outcome, a union, a combination of souls coming together. It's going to bring blessings and enhance bonds for people as well. It's very beautiful. And you've got the King of Acorns here, which is the King of Wands. So this is about you. You're very energetic. You're very charismatic. There is a little bit of fear in you about how you can do this, but there isn't really anything holding you back. So just persevere and just keep believing those lovely Anthony Hopkins words. Just act as if it's already happened, my darling, and you're willing this towards you. Love heart, can I please know what is next for me in love? Currently single. Thank you for love heart. Oh, Jack. Hi, my darling. I didn't see you there. Thank you. Love you too, my darling. Jack's at university at this time. Bless him. I didn't know he was in there. Look, I've got all blushing and red because Jack's been watching. Thank you, my darling. I don't know if you're still around. You should be in bed soon. Anyway, love heart. Please know what is next for me in love. I wanted to come out for you. Yes, Knight of Cups. Something's coming in for you, darling. Charm and passion. Something's coming in for you here with this Knight of Cups. Also somebody who's very good at just being. Doesn't do a great deal. Is very happy within their own space. And whatever it is, very charming, very passionate. They're a really good person. I mean, there are no good or bad people. There are just, people have a tendency to react to situations around them and stuff that's happened to them. But this is a really lovely card to receive. Thank you. What else with the Knight of Cups? Please tell me more. Page of Cups. So maybe this is somebody you've known in the past, my darling, and this is somebody coming in with a bit of an apology, or maybe Spirit is saying this is somebody new who you might not think is who you might be attracted to, first of all, a little bit like you have to kiss a frog to get a prince, but just be aware that there's something very amazing and beautiful about their energy. And they want to, a little bit like the frog, kind of jump, there we are, like that card, jump at the chance to show their love and appreciation for you and to express their feelings. I think that's rather lovely. And you have manifested them, my darling. There you are, the Nine of Pentacles. You are causing and creating this. Just beautiful. Nana, please read for me. Can I learn to love and trust after an abusive relationship? I'm paranoid of some newcomers in my life. My anxiety gets me. Thank you for Nana. Messages for Nana. What am I going to pull for you, my darlings? I'm going to pull the Spirit Animal deck for you for that one. I feel the need to. Thank you. Oh, Jack, hi. Still here. I'm going now. Good night. Okay, good night, my darling. Love you. So, where are we, Nana? Nana. Message for Nana, please. Which spirit animal to help her at this time? Thank you for Nana. That wanted to come out. Spider spirit as well. And dragonfly spirit, of course. And electric eel. And nightingale. Okay, you've got 4 messages here, my darling. You've got lovers all around with this nightingale spirit. Spirit wants you to know that they are there guiding you. Your guides are there. Whoever is there, and I don't know if you know who your guides are, you can always ask their names and just ask who they are. But love is all around. You are being protected and loved at this time. And the nightingale sings such a beautiful song, doesn't it? So there is something very beautiful and very appealing about you. And because of the abusive relationships and things that you've gone through, you've lost the ability to see that within yourself. And now is the time for you to start to really appreciate that you are extraordinary, and that relationships like that can leave you in a place where you feel undeserving and you're not deserving of love or anything like that. But it's about taking back that perception and that misplaced reality, that misplaced perception of yourself, and about really beginning to trust that you're not going to be pushed into new relationships just yet. You're not ready to move into new relationships just yet. And you know that. So rather see that those people are coming forward because there is a reason for them to be in your life. And it's about observing that almost from a detached way. You can be fond of somebody and like them, but you don't need anybody in your life right now. The only person you need in your life right now is yourself. And this is very important for you. I'm going to show you, you've got this dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. So the more you are spending this time solo, this time in solitude, this is time alone, time spent with God. This is time that God wants to spend time with you at this moment in time. The more you are doing that, the more you are finding out what is true, what makes you feel that the perception that's coming in for you, those aha moments, those moments of light and clarity, that is breaking down the illusion of the story that you have told yourself and others have told you. You're coming out of that, and it's through sheer beautiful will and effort. You see that dragonfly rising up straight up like that. Dragonflies live by the water as well, so just allow yourself to accept where you are now, and know that whatever it is that you've gone through is going to give you so much clarity and understanding and compassion for others. And maybe it's something that your soul has chosen on this path in order to help others at a later date. But dragonflies live by the water, so just be in the moment by moment at the moment. There's no rush in this journey for you at this time. And then you've got the spider spirit. Whatever you do though, darling, whatever it is that you love that makes your soul sing, like the nightingale here, do focus on that, because that's going to really help you at this time when you're in that creative space. And then you've got the electric eel spirit bringing your ideas to life. So that is that fired up imagination, creation, and all that kind of stuff. So this is part of your healing at this time. You will learn to trust again. Don't force it though. You will learn, but it'll all happen. Sometimes we can have a feeling for so long about something, and then one morning we wake up and we suddenly receive clarity, and it doesn't matter. Somebody could say 1,000 words to us, but until it's time for us to receive that clarity and feel that feeling, we can't receive it. So don't kind of be too hard on yourself at this time, and just accept that it is an extraordinary journey that you are on. I hope that's helped you, my darling. I'm just keeping an eye on the time. Jack's so lucky I like adopt me. Well, you may want to ask him sometime. Oh, Yogi, that's so lovely. And our fairy godmother. Look, they've just said, dear spirit, being a gentle touch. There we are. I think sometimes that Jack might disagree when his room's really, really, really messy. Okay, so last few questions, my darling. Texas Gamer Chip, my mother passed October the 9th. I'm so sorry, my darling, sending you so much love. I need guidance on things related to her passing and what she left behind. Thank you. Messages for Texas. Where am I guided to go? I'm going back to my spirit song for you. Thank you, spirit. Thank you. Messages. No, I'm not actually. I'm going to my Angel Wisdom Tarot. I haven't used Texas. Messages for Texas from her mother. Thank you, spirit. What's come out for you? Too many cards, but oh, that's come out. That's really interesting. Right. Okay, that's what they meant to give me, because I picked up 2 from another deck entirely. So this is what's happened. This is what she said to you. So you've got here Wandering Path and Solitude, my darling. So let's just look at the Wandering Path. She's saying enjoy the journey right now. Now, what was your question? Need guidance on things related to her passing and what she left behind. Well, and you've got solitude and silence, peace prevails. So what this is saying to me, she's left you a way of, when you say guidance of what she's left behind, these are the gifts that she has left with you and the insight that she's given you. She's left you a way forward. It's like I'm seeing that compass as a certain direction that she wants you to take now. And this is about enjoying the journey. And with the fox there, Mr. Fox is really good at sort of solving puzzles and problems. And so you already kind of know the answer to this one, she's saying. And in silence, peace prevails. So within that space where I've been talking about sitting in that space, it's almost like do you see with the owl there? She's on your shoulder. And you can talk to her all the time. I am going to go, ooh, no, I'm not meant to use those decks. That's just flown out. That's quite funny. So let's go back to the Gilded Tarot. Other messages, please. Thank you for Texas. Thank you. She's left you direction. There is some direction that she's left you. It's quite a clear direction, my darling. Page of Cups. There's the pages of transitional time. Pages can also be about forgiveness as well. But this is a sort of emotional change, emotional beginning of emotional fulfillment for you, and allowing, she's helping you to kind of balance out your emotions at the moment, because things can be slightly overwhelming. And so she's helping you, like the seahorse, to kind of balance yourself within your emotions at this time. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else that wants to come out? You've got the Hermit card again, so that's the Hermit and the Solitude. And let me just show you the Wheel of Fortune. So in that space of solitude, in that space of the hermit mode, in the space of less doing, more being, my darling, those answers will come through to you. That this is a big change for you at this time. You see, you're on that bridge of change, and that snake represents you, and only you have direct perception of this. This is your soul energy. This is where you're intended to go, and you're releasing a lot of stuff to do it. And sometimes when people pass in our life, their souls pass at exactly the right time for those that they love as well. So I don't know why that message has come through, but it's important that I give that to you at this time, because it's allowing this Wheel of Fortune, it's allowing this wheel to turn, and it's allowing whatever's meant to come in for you to come in for you. With the Hare there, it's about not running from things now that scare you, but facing your fears and being very observant. Hares don't run from things that scare them. And the Monkey Spirit is about impatience, but also about having, when you have huge bursts of energy, do whatever it is you wish to do within that time. And when you want to rest, you must rest, my darling. But you have a huge amount of strength at the time, and this time, and willpower to keep moving forward. So I hope that is helpful for you at this time. Thank you, Brenda. Nana, I think I did that message for you already. It came through. Did you receive that? I just pulled some cards for you, but I hope that's right. Last one, my darling. Okay, do you know what I'm going to do? Brenda. Okay, Emma, have I done, okay, Brenda and Emma, I'm going to pull for you, and then I'm going to pull a card or two for the group. And then I think we're going to, those are for that. They're going to wrap it up for this evening, but I will be back here next Sunday. So card for, what were they saying? Back here next Sunday, and I got the Knight of Pentacles. So card for Brenda and Emma, wasn't it? And Nikki, actually. Brenda. Okay, card for Brenda, please. Thank you, Spirit. Four of Swords, my darling. Four of Swords. Healing, rest, rejuvenation, space. Do take care of yourself at this time. This is really important at this time. You give yourself this self-care. The feeling of that energetic feeling of hurt and things that attach to you from the past is still there within your space. So there is some release that needs to be done. I come back to Reiki. If you do wish for, if you feel that Reiki might help, then do let me know, and I can pass you on to somebody extraordinary who can help you at this time. But it's very important that you're understanding that you're going through a healing process at this moment in time, and it's going to allow you, isn't this wonderful, to step into this extraordinary space of the Queen of Swords. A transformational space where you're able to speak without fear, where you're able to speak with so much peace and understanding, where you're able to channel, where you're able to trust in your intuition, and have extraordinary knowing about where you are and what direction you want to take in your life. So Brenda, so that was for Brenda. RS has been waiting a long time patiently. Where is RS? Any messages for me? Yes, RS, my darling. Messages for RS regarding the divine masculine. Oh, let me put those back into the deck. Divine Masculine for RS. Ooh, a lot of cards have wanted to pop out for you. So you've got, they're in this King of Wands stage, okay? They're there, they're intent. They are aware of everything that's happening at this time within them. They're aware of what their feelings are. But the universe is saying, stay out of the way of it. Let the wheel turn. Let the universe do what it's great at doing, and give it a chance to just step out of the kitchen. If you were here earlier, let the universe take care of this for you. Because by your indecision, and it was so interesting because 2 of these cards fell on one side of my desk and 2 on the other. This is your side. When you're sitting in this place of indecision and worry about what to do, what should I do, what's my next move, the ship is not able to come in because the storm is the waters are churned up. So you're slowing down this process. So you don't actually need to do anything, my darling, with your twin. The less you do, the better. The more you focus on yourself. The twin journey is only and solely for your soul's evolution. And if this person is intended for you, then they will be in your life. And if they're not, then there's something even more amazing coming into your life. But there is nothing that you need to do. There is nothing that you need to do. This is what happened. It's sitting there as these cards. I'll just pull them out for you so you can see. So this was your side and this is their side. And in fact, the Wheel of Fortune popped in there. So the universe is saying, get out of the way of this now. I hope that helps you at this time. Who else? Emma, where are you, Emma, my darling? Who am I? Kitty, RS, I've done RS. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Okay. So I've done RS. Who have I missed? No, I will be posting this. Don't worry. It immediately gets posted up. So you will be able to hear your message, my darling. Hello from Mexico. Hi there. How are you, darling? So, who am I missing for? Who am I really still meeting for? Is there a last one I can do? Who's been waiting for a long time? Anna London. Anna London. Anna London, quick message. Thank you. And then Emma. Anna London, the Two of Swords. Darling, this is a moment for you to go within. Do you see there that eagle wings? This is messengers from the eagle is the bird that flies closest to God, closest to heaven. So there are messages for you, but you have to go within to receive them, my darling. And that's that truth and clarity. And it's going to allow that your third eye to expand and open up. That's the message for you there. Emma, any advice from Spirit for me on the job front or making an income and supporting myself, currently unemployed? Emma. Thank you, Rescue Lord Dogs. Thank you, my darling. Strength. Yes. I mean, this is a moment for you to look forward with courage and determination. This is a moment for you to try not to let that self-doubt and fear kick in. Let me just see what else comes out for you. Thank you, Spirit. What else for Emma about her job front? You are incredibly courageous and strong and brave, my darling. Yes. So look, there's going to be 2 choices. Oh, hello. There we go. Wonderful cards for you. So 3 of Cups is coming in. Celebration, joy, collaboration, soul family, something that you're going to be doing that you love to do with other people. So that's beautiful. Then you've got the 2 of Wands. You're going to be making a decision about which direction to go in. There's going to be choices that are coming in for you, and both of them are going to be very noble and worthwhile causes. Isn't that wonderful? And you will go where you know it's right to go. Do you see the birds migrating there? So this is your soul following, it's you following your intuition, like soul, like birds migrate. So you will be, maybe you're migrating, maybe you'll be traveling abroad, who knows, with spirit, because you've got the wheel of fortune has appeared again. So this is expect the unexpected, my darling. Let them, give them a moment to just put all of this into place for you at exactly the right time. Thank you, Brenda. Sixth ask, JJ Grace, of course, my darling. Thank you. 7 of Cups for you, JJ Grace. Again, you've got the wheel and you've got the 7 of Cups. There are lots of opportunities coming in for you, darling, at this time. Lots of different possibilities. Allow them. Don't be so focused on one particular direction that you're wishing to go in at this time. Just be open and embrace all sorts of opportunities for you. Okay, my darlings. Natalie. Yeah, I think my 3 dogs helped me with that. So who am I reading for now? I must wrap it up soon. Desra, my darling, any guidance for me on big career and love changes? Excited and nervous, feeling excited and ready. See, you can flip fear into feeling excited and ready. For Desra, thank you. King of Cups and the Justice card and the Ace of Swords. So your question was, any guidance for me on big career and love changes? Excited and nervous. Okay, you've got this, my darling. The King of Cups is Spirit saying to you about the importance of remaining very balanced within your emotional space. It's okay to feeling excited. It's okay, you know, we have that adrenaline rush. We have all sorts of things happening. Try not to be attached to any outcomes, though. That's what Spirit is saying. But with the seahorses there, you've learned, well, actually you've learned, my darling, you've learned how to balance yourself, and it's an extraordinary feat to be able to do. And it's about emotionally being in a space now where you are ready and able to receive. And now you've got the Justice card. So there is going to be this is your life calling, this is your path, this is your truth, this is also a decision that you're going to make from a very balanced place that's going to come in. This is something that is very intended, and you are going to feel your way around this. You're not going to go at it like a bull in a china shop. You're going to do this in the most beautiful way. And you've got, of course, as I said, that I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And this is, whatever this is that you're going to be doing is going to allow you to really blossom into the full beauty of who you are, my darling. And I think that's extraordinary. Maybe something in the spring. And you've also got the Ace of Swords. So it's something to do with communication for you. It's something to do with the way that you express yourself. And you have a very peaceful energy as well. So I don't know if that makes any sense for you. And you've got, what does this say? A good, you know, I thought I knew French, but you've got a good, what is that? A good route, a good way. Can somebody please tell me what, isn't that awful? I did French A level. DROIT means in French, a good direction. What does that mean? Anybody French here? DROIT. Anyway, will you look that up for me afterwards? Because that's for you. You've, through whatever it is that you're doing in terms of communication, you're breaking free from whatever chains of where you felt you've been before. And I think that's really, really lovely. Okay, I am doing one more reading. I've loved doing these readings for you, my darling, but my voice is going. And I am getting, I need to have a drink as well. Actually, let me just have some water. Hang on a second. Where were we? Ollie. Any advice from Spirit regarding the relationship I ended with a heavy heart 8 months ago? Oh, thank you so much, Emma. Of course it does. As in to the right, not the left. Okay, that's amazing. Well, your right is your so that was a good right, as in to the right, not to the left. So that means something for you. This is your so your left is, this side is your receiving, to your right is your giving. So whatever it is, there's something with your ability to communicate that is very necessary. It's something God-given. So that's just a message for you there. I got the star card for you, my darling. Where are you? Ollie, there we go. Ollie, whatever decision you made, it was the right decision for you, my sweetheart. This is the star card. This was a necessary thing to let things go, to fall away from your life. And it took great courage for you to be able to do that. Thank you, Spirit. Six of Cups. So sometimes soulmates, we have soulmates, contracts. I need another word other than contract, Spirit. You're going to have to help me on that one. Soulmates who we've kind of agreed with before we came here that we have an experience with them, and sometimes these soulmates come into our lives because their soul's gift is for us to go through a process of awakening and enlightenment. And I feel this is what this is for you, because you've got both the Star card and the Six of Cups here. This is very much a soul's intent from both of you to go through the experience that you have gone through. And it takes great courage, my darling, to go through this. And then I'm now seeing the Ace of Swords now again on the bottom of the deck. So that's a yes card from the universe. So just trust in this process and know that, I'm seeing the Seven of Wands, know that you've done the right thing, and you know that. And even if others around you don't feel you've done the right things, please trust that you have done the right thing, because every soul is for our soul's evolution. And you know this already, darling, with the High Priestess has come out. This is your intuitive knowing about that. Okay. I have, guys, I am, what time is it? 20 past 11. I'm going to do one last one for domestic violence. Can I have a reading, please? There we are. That's for you, my darling. Three of Wands. Beautiful card here. Darling, keep focusing. And I've said this before, but keep focusing on what you're wishing to happen, and try not to talk too much about why it isn't happening. And just trust that it's coming in for you. And those seagulls represent a little bit of negativity around you at this time, a little bit of squawking, a little bit of noise, but you are trying very hard to ignore it, which is great. And keep focusing on those ships as manifestations that you're bringing in. I hope that's helped you at this time. And that is it, my darlings. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for all the lovely likes, for the extraordinary comments. I've loved it. I'm very happy to be here again next Sunday at 9 o'clock. And in the meantime, I've done 6 star sign readings today. And I'm going to do another 6 this next week for you. So these 6 that I haven't done, obviously. And then I'm going to do the Sagittarius big read leading in at the end of this month. And then early December, I'm going to start doing all of the 2022 yearly readings. So do let me know if there's anything that you'd like me to particularly focus on during those yearly readings. Maybe I can split them up a little bit. But thank you so much, my darlings. I love this family. I love Veritas family. I think the 2 cards that came out at the beginning was so fantastic for all of us. A little wink from the universe for us. Good night, my loves. Enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are, and I look forward to catching up with you again next Sunday. If I haven't answered your question and you kept trying to come through, do let me know by email and I will come back to you. So much love to you all. Night night. Bye bye.